I still aboard Megan's ship? Feels odd.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, everything seems to be okay. The only thing is I can't pull up my weapon. I can't keybind. Can't do any of that. There's no reflection, but I think that's normal. And the door seems to be blocked. So we can't even open the door. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe sleeping it off will make things better. So we can't sleep it off, then... Oh.
What is this place? Where am I?
Oh, I get it. Okay, come on out. I know you're around here somewhere.
I can feel something moving closer. Watching.
Waiting.
Empress Emily Kaldwin.
Hello.
I am a friend of your father's from the bad old days.
The outsider.
I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a man in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But someone yanked the rug from under your feet. You've lost your throne and your father. And I promise, Delilah won't just give them back. So, what are you prepared to do about it? Your Imperial Majesty? And are you clever enough to do it without spilling a river of blood? I asked Corvo those questions 15 years ago. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn.
Oh, wow. I actually get a choice. So, as you know, in the first game, when Corvo first encountered the outsider, he was just given the mark.
Hello, Corvo.
Hi.
Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world.
Ow.
Great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will.
He didn't get a say in the matter. He just basically got the mark and started off with Blink. This game is different. Out of universe, it was so that the developers could give you a choice of playing the game without supernatural powers, just an additional challenge run, as it were. In universe, I have my own theory on that, but we'll get into that later. In the meantime, taking in the choice, we are going to accept the outsider's mark. We won't reject the offer. Maybe I'll do a no powers playthrough if there's enough interest. But yeah, we're just gonna accept the outsider's mark.
It burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something. All the stories, they're true.
Yeah, they are. So, Far Reach. Little thing about Far Reach. The idea is that you press the right-click button to rapidly pull yourself towards a targeted surface. Primarily, it's a means of locomotion, but Far Reach is also useful for avoiding enemies. Aim the power at the ground or a structure in front of you to pull yourself forward rapidly, or cast it at overhead ledges to pull yourself upward. Far Reach can be used to move through glass, breaking it. If the power is used in stealth mode, your movement ends without further forward momentum. The mana cost for using the power is low, so the recharging portion of the mana bar will allow you to far reach even when you have no elixirs. So basically, it's the type of power that you can use even when you are like running super low on mana. In my personal opinion, it's also superior to Corvo's Blink, where with Blink, you just teleport. Far Reach just has way more utility, and yeah, I love it. You can also upgrade this power, which changes some of its basic functionality. If your falling time is slowed as you aim Far Reach, You can pull objects towards you and catch them in midair, or you can pull enemies towards you and kill or incapacitate them in midair. So obviously it states that you can upgrade this power. So much like in the first game, you're gonna need ruins to bolster the power and just basically give it even more utility. As for how it works. Oh, that was a fail.
Incredible.
Yeah, you see, if this bit hadn't been there, I would have been propelled even further. Whereas when you're crouched, point A to point B. You're not crouched.
This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne.
Yeah, Corvo kind of got done dirty here, but don't worry, we'll fix it. And that would be Ichabod Boyle, who is not having a good day. And also, you'll notice that the mana bar is barely going. I know in the first game, it let you experiment, but you had to replenish with potions and shit. This game is a little more generous here in the Void. Also, speaking of the Void, not a fan of how they changed it from the first game. It just feels a little more bleak and dark, and it's needlessly so, I think. But I'm not the one who made the decision, so. Oh, and of course, here is a staple here.
It feels familiar.
The gift from the outsider.
Know you. Do you remember? It's been so long.
Hey, Mom.
And you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself. It's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence. With you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can.
There's something poetic about being armed with something that houses the spirit of my mother to try and save my father from this situation. Also, we missed that lore thing, but essentially the heart works the same way as it did in the previous game, but you get the option of locking a rune in place. So say, for example, I wanted to swap back to Far Reach. I could do that, but the locked rune would still show up on the map. It would make it easier to find. Quality of life upgrade that I greatly appreciate. We've got Delilah. We got some people here too.
Who is Delilah, really? How could she? I don't understand.
Yeah, there's something else I don't understand either, but we'll get into that later. But we've got some additional players. We've got Duke Luca Bell. We've got some masked figure that I'm assuming is the Crown Killer, but it also looks like it's very feminine. We've got an aristocratic looking woman and some smug looking motherfucker. I assume that these are the key players for this conspiracy, and we will deal with them all in good time. Also, oh, he's giving us 2 this time, and they are jumbo-sized.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
Oh? Care to elaborate? Of course not. That would be too fucking easy.
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is stranger than I ever imagined.
Ooh, yeah.
Everything I know has been turned on its head, but I'm dealing with it the best I can. When you look at the great jeweled map at Dunwall Tower, Karnaca is the southernmost port in the Empire. A fat, red ruby. That's how I always thought of it. Up close, the city smells like the ocean and strange spices. Up close, it's a tangled story of blood and ambition. The birthplace of my father. Megan Foster is a stranger, but there's something that makes me want to trust her, despite her guarded disposition. She got me out of Dunwall, and I need answers.
And you also...
Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the crown killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
I was gonna say, and we're hurting for allies, so of course we're gonna stick with Megan. Okay. So, one other thing I want to touch upon, I didn't actually get to mention it. Well, I could have mentioned it, but I didn't. The original voice actor of The Outsider was Billy Lush, but due to scheduling conflicts, they couldn't get him back. So as a result, they gave the role to Robin Lord Taylor, who I have seen in a number of other things. He played a bit character from AMC's The Walking Dead, who died a rather gruesome death. But he also played the Penguin from the television series of Gotham. And I'm pretty sure I saw him in Gotham before I started playing this game. When it first came out, I believe it was 2016. I started playing it in 2017. So that was a fun surprise. On top of that, I love the added touch that they gave the character of The Outsider. He now resembles Robin a lot more than his original counterpart. But yeah, all things, it's fun. So, first things first, we do have powers. We have runes, we have a travel log, we have lore, we have everything that we can take a look at first. Things first, though, we are going to look at our powers and figure out what we want to do with them. We're going to take a look at her powers in a minute, but we're going to go over enhancements because there are subcategories now. I'm pretty sure there were subcategories before, but they weren't as intensive as they are in this version. So we have strength. Basically, it distract enemies from a greater distance with sound by throwing an object such as a bottle, or target an enemy directly with a thrown object, dealing more damage on impact. And unaware enemies can generally be knocked out if hit in the head by thrown objects, but with this upgrade, it's possible even in combat. Cool. Didn't know about that part.
Well, I feel sheepish.
It costs 3 to take. So that would be the strength, which would be to throw objects farther, and then greater strength allows you to break down wooden doors with your sword. There's bloodthirst, which builds up adrenaline in combat, then allows us to trigger brutal builds up adrenaline in combat, then triggers to brutal. It gets us to build up adrenaline in combat, and then we can trigger it to utilize brutal melee fatalities. We could afford it right now, but we're not going to because this is the low chaos playthrough, and killing people is bad.
Duh.
But if we did want to take a look at it, we could increase it with adrenaline burst once we've unlocked it, which allows us to build up adrenaline faster, and then greater bloodthirst allows us to kill multiple enemies within range. So more death suit for us. Vitality increases health and resilience. And then greater vitality improves our health regen. Reflexes allow us to block deflecting projectiles, and we can actually increase it even more just 4 ways as opposed to just like the singular way that the original game had. Focused slide allows us to slow time while sliding if aiming a ranged weapon at an enemy. Superior deflection allows us to deflect projectiles towards the nearby enemy. Adept parry increases the window of time for parrying, and snap reaction makes us slow time briefly when an enemy spots us. So we can basically, if we're about to get spotted, time slows, and then it allows us an even quicker, like it allows us more time to react is what I'm trying to say. Agility is agility, increases our jump height and distance. It also allows us to sprint faster, and we take less fall damage. Shadow kill, again, not something we're going to explore in this playthrough because, again, low chaos. But any enemy we kill will transform to ash as they die, which makes it easier to clean up after yourself. Now, there are people who will do stealth playthroughs where they can kill people, aiming for low chaos as well. But again, we're not doing that because I don't know. I'm not that good. I might do it later on. Like it might be a thing, but greater shadow kill allows all enemies to turn to ash as they die, so it doesn't matter if they're aware or not. And then bloodfly swarm transforms enemies killed in combat into bloodflies as they die. And the bloodflies will attack nearby enemy. And then there's the bone charm crafting, which we will be getting into in this playthrough. I just kind of want to wait until I have more charms and more runes to sort of quantify and justify it, because we can use this to abuse the crap out of this game and just make Emily a fucking powerhouse. It's transforming traits from bone charms that we have collected and using them to create our own bone charms. Because as you'll see, right now we are limited to 5 slots. That's like, we don't have any bone charms to equip right now, but we are limited to 5 slots. We can increase that to a total of 10, but at the same time, that still limits us with just how many that we can equip at one given time. The ability to craft our own bone charms actually kind of circumvents that limitation, because we can eventually craft bone charms that have up to 4 traits. What? I'll get into more about that later, but it's incredibly broken. It is definitely something we're going to be doing. But in the meantime, we're going to focus on other shit, which brings us to the actual powers section. So we have options. So there's Shadow Walk, which allows us to assume a stealthier form for a short time. Makes your visibility reduced, making it harder for enemies to detect you. But if you get too close, a moving shadow will still arouse suspicion. And in this state, you can assassinate or incapacitate one enemy before returning to your physical form, and you can increase that to 3, up to 2, and then this one allows you to, it raises the number of people that you can assassinate or incapacitate to 3 as opposed to 2. So maximum you can deal with 3 people before you're forced to transform back. Rat shadows open up new pathways, and stealthier form you can pass through rat tunnels, which can lead you to remote areas and also allow you to bypass hostile encounters. Shadow run allows you, well, it increases your movement speed basically. Mesmerize is another decent one. So it summons a void spirit to enthrall humans and hounds. It is essentially, it's kind of a crowd control, but at the same time, it's diversionary. It costs 6. It's fucking expensive. But essentially what it means is initially you can captivate up to 2 people, and then you can just sneak past them. Eventually you can captivate up to 4 people, and then you can also increase the duration of Mesmerize. That's a decent one. I personally never used it because my ultimate favorite is Domino. Basically, you can link, eventually you'll be able to link up to 4 people. But essentially, those people share the same fate.
In this game, the two members of a pair are considered to be a single entity, which means they share the same destiny.
So if you kill somebody and you've linked them with like 2 or 3 more people, then everybody dies. It is useful for conserving ammunition, and it's just altogether fucking broken, and I love it. Doppelganger is another decent one. Creates a diversion and flees from enemies, drawing the attention away from you. So say, for example, you want to go right, but there's a bunch of enemies in that area. Or there's a bunch of people in the way of you to go right. You can cast this, and that doppelganger will head left instead and draw those people there. Enemies that destroy your doppelganger will believe they've eliminated any threat in the area and will transform to a less alert state. And your doppelganger will also trigger security systems and attract hostile enemies just as you would. So yeah, and then additional upgrades will either basically incapacitate enemies for a few seconds, or you can summon your ally by holding, or you can make it so that your doppelganger can fight alongside you and assassinate when undetected. You can swap places with your doppelganger. So say they went somewhere, they got in somewhere, managed to bypass an enemy and whatnot, and you're not as confident that you could do it again, you can swap places with them. And then of course, you can also summon 2 doppelgangers who will act independently of each other. And then, of course, good old dark vision. Pulse occurring at regular intervals will show you the directional facing and view cones of your enemy, and even enables you to see them through walls, giving you vital situational awareness for a stealthy ambush or for sneaking through the area. Also provides visual representation of the sounds you make, further aiding in stealth and helping determine enemy awareness. Basically, Emily's dark vision is a lot closer to being the same as Dowd's than it is her father's, where he initially starts off with the ability to see like treasures and stuff, and then you have to improve it in order to be able to see enemies. Emily and Dowd both started with the reverse, where they could see enemies, and then they had to upgrade the ability in order to be able to detect treasures and stuff. For now, what I think we're gonna do is we don't have enough for Domino, so damn. What we can do instead is I'm going to upgrade with pull objects, because that'd be useful, because being able to like just pull objects instead of having to risk trying to get into an area and then potentially getting spotted, this way I can just pull stuff to myself. So now let's take a look at some of these goodies. Bone charms provide minor supernatural benefits. Locate them by listening for the song they emit, or use the heart to detect them from further away. By default, you can activate up to 5 bone charms at once in the bone charms section of the journal. Yeah, we got that, thanks. So there are a few things that we got in bonus as a result of having a Bethesda.ca account. As a result, we have this beautiful Serkonos guitar. We have a musician's farewell, and then we've got a couple of bone charms. So I'm gonna grab the bone charms. So we've got Duelist Luck, and we've got Void Favor. Now those will never change, but we are gonna go with Void Favor because we are not gonna get into fights. So, or we're gonna hopefully not get into a fight. So gaining an extra bullet in a bullet pack is not exactly optimal here. But we are going to read some journals. The 12th of what month, we don't know. Well, it was pure luck, but I managed to get myself passage to Morlaix aboard a decent ship, the Dreadful Whale it's called. Is that a mistake? Shouldn't it be the Dreadful Whale, like the sea beast? I didn't want to risk pointing something like that out to the captain, that Foster lady. She looks like the sort to dump a disagreeable passenger overboard without a second thought. On the 14th. Goodbye, Karnaca. I won't miss you. Times are getting bad there. I don't know what's more unbearable, breathing mine dust all day long or hearing the constant ramblings of Duke Luca Abel over the street speakers. Every bar I played in, some drunk asked me to sing a song either making the Duke sound like a hero of the people, or the opposite, the worst villain in a generation. I got sick of it pretty fast. It will take a few weeks to get to Morlaix, give or take some days, depending on the currents and winds. But I appreciate the company of Captain Foster and the other passenger, a Tivian scholar, I think. I try to help out around the boat as much as I can, cooking, cleaning, and repairing stuff. Playing the guitar for them at night. I hope they don't throw me to the sharks when they find out I'm dirt broke, though. Won't be able to pay my fare when we reach Morlaix. Womp womp. Morlaix food seems to suit Captain Foster. She likes the way I use lots of sugar and toss a shot of whiskey into all my recipes, even if she groused at the end of the week for how many of the supplies I'd gone through. 24th. Spent the night on the deck with Megan and Anton. Though he slept in a chair nearby, wrapped in a goat-hair blanket that looks like it hasn't been washed since it was on the goat's back. I played the guitar while Megan and I drank rum and whiskey, singing sad old Serkonos ballads and giving silly names to the stars. She even hummed along with me when she got drunk enough, but mostly preferred just to listen. Said I have the same voice as someone she once knew a long while back. Off and on, I hear her playing the same old audiograph in her cabin, making me wonder if that's who she was talking about. Maybe I'm feeling jealous. Well, considering he went from Captain Foster on the 19th to just calling her Megan on the 24th, yeah, maybe he is a little jealous. What a fool I am, trying to kiss Megan down in the engine room. She didn't even yell, just smiled a sad smile, like you would at a child who still believes in night spirits. Tomorrow, we'll reach Morlaix, and I'll disappear as quietly as I can. I've decided to leave her my Serkonos guitar as a souvenir, and the only payment I can afford. I hope she'll forgive me, and that she'll find whoever she's looking for. That was nice. Also, we have Sam's boat. We also have a letter written from Emily. Wyman, by now you must have heard about the coup in Dunwall. Don't worry, I'm safe, hiding far away with friends. I implore you, don't try anything reckless, and don't go back to Bristol. Stay in Morlaix. There's nothing you can do against Delilah. I can't say I have a solid plan yet, but you know how well I improvise in desperate situations. Remember the time I kept a straight face during the watch officer's report, all the while sitting at my desk without pants? What? If I survived that, I'll get through all of this. For now, I need to stay hidden and act alone. Trust me, we'll see each other again. I promise. So if Wyman was there with her when that watch officer was giving the report and she was sitting there having no pants, where was Wyman? Well, time to write in my journal. So we've got a long day in Dunwall as well as Edge of the World. A new year. We're starting a new year. Maybe 1852 will be less boring than 1851. I can't wait for Wyman to get back to Dunwall. We'll go to the abandoned mansion I discovered the other night at the edge of Rudshore. Maybe I'll have time to turn it into a scary haunted house beforehand, using sheets and hiding an old audiograph upstairs. Wyman would love that. We'll get spooked and hold hands, screaming and laughing. Come on, Emily. You promised to be more serious and listen at court, and you're already planning your next escape. Let's start this diary again. Proposals for a new decree on whale oil rationing and distribution. No ideas. The anniversary. That time of year again. The anniversary of my mother's death. There's no real time for reflection, though. It's all security protocols, menus, guest lists. And it's impossible to slip out at night. I feel like a caged bird. They've already got me memorizing this year's speech. It's endless. Would it be so terrible if I just said what I remember about her? That wink she gave me, even as she was scolding me after I was caught climbing the statue of my grandfather? or the sound of her footsteps as she paced at night. Maybe that time we shared a cabin on a boat trip to Driscoll. Or the time she agreed to let Corvo teach me to fish, but then had to pull a hook from my arm. No, that'd be a speech. Dishonored. My father is lost, turned to stone by Delilah. Those words don't even seem real. Witchcraft. Something I never would have believed possible. But now I have to believe in it, so I can believe that it can be undone. Delilah claims to be my aunt, the rightful heir. Truth or lies? All I know is that she used magic to take my throne, aided by that weasel Duke Bell. They must have been working on their plan for years, buying disloyalty with promises. Even Ramsay, captain of the City Watch, planting in everyone's mind the idea that my father and I could be responsible for those monstrous killings. That one or both of us were the crown killer. I'm not in a trusting mood, but Megan Foster says she knows Anton Sokolov, our old royal physician, and she did help me escape the coup. So she's all I have right now. We're sailing for Serkonos. My Dunwall, my home, is no longer safe for me. And I never really was safe. I never really will be. The sooner I get that through my skull, the better. The void. This time, it wasn't a dream. I've read about the void and the outsider, imagined them. Now I've seen these wonders myself. Strange doesn't even begin to cover it. The outsider has terrible black eyes. Black on black. He offered me something. I know these gifts come with a price, but how could I refuse? This power may give me the edge I need to defeat Delilah and Duke Bell. I'll worry about paying the cost later. And what price will I pay for his other gift? My mother's beloved voice, trapped in the strangest contraption. It's both comforting and a chill to be able to talk to her again, and yet, it's not entirely the person I knew anymore. This thing, the heart, it's there and it's not there. I have to focus in a new way to even see it. We've arrived at the southernmost tip of the Empire. Strange fragrances all around. Salt, fish, spice. I don't know how to blend in here. I don't know what to eat or where to go. But this is where my father was born, so part of me belongs here too. And these are my people. Or at least they were, until my throne was stolen by Delilah. I'm coming for you, Delilah, with my new powers. All I need now is a plan. Oh, I guess that's that. It's time to leave. Oh! It's not what you're used to, living in a palace, but this is all the coin I could scrape up. Anton and I operated on a tight budget, and guess what? Now you do too. If it's not beneath you, pick up whatever valuables you find along your way. We'll need ammo and resources to take down the people behind the coup. Hidden all over the city, there are underground black market shops. Look for a symbol depicting two hands, which means there's a shop nearby. Follow the signs, they'll guide you. Buying from the black market is against the law, but it could make the difference against the Duke's military. Sokolov was working on this crossbow as a gift for you. If you need it modified, those shops can help with that as well. From Megan. Nice crossbow. Also, according to, because of the Assassin's Pack I got 600 coin instead of the measly 100 that would have normally been given. I'll explore the ship. Ooh, maintenance list. Repair the things that got busted up in Anton's room when he was taken. It's been weeks now. No, scratch that. Not until I bring him back home. As a show of faith that he will be coming back. Unblock the storage door. Looks like something fell on the other side. And I really need to sell the stuff locked up in there to make some coin. Pay the port tax and the look the other way fees to those Grand Guard bastards before they wonder who my passenger is this time. I'll do it when I get the money. Hey, I can make myself useful. So the door is blocked. That's okay. We'll figure it out. And in we go. We've got some Addamire solution. So we'll take that. That will serve as this version of the Piero's formula. Also, we have a book. But it looks like it's part 3, so we are going to hold off. I fixed the door. That's part 4. I wonder what the heart has to say. Oh. Actually, we're gonna keybind some of this shit. So that'll go there. The heart will go in number 4. That's it for now.
The jewel of the South. My father's birthplace.
Yeah. It actually looks really beautiful from here. Which means it's probably a goddamn cesspool within. Nice little observation tower here. The Dreadful Whale. Oh, that's cool. More of that elixir. Can't touch the controls. Probably shouldn't. And Dreadful Whale accounting. 6th day of songs. Out 32 coin. Docking and late fee. M. Tellinger. 8th of songs. Out 25 coins. Burying cargo at night. Piccolo and Tate. 8th of songs. Out 50 coins. Crust removal on hull. Shipyard. 9th of songs. Out 20 coins. New sextant. Carberry establishment. 10th of songs. Out 5 coins. Gave out coins. Mudlarks. 10th of songs. Out 25 coins. Chicken, potatoes, oil. Market. 12th of songs. Out 10 coins. Anton seasick pills. Apothecary on Swain. Oh, I didn't know that Anton got seasick. 13th of songs. Out 25 coins. Matches length of rope. Trader's company. 16th of songs. Out 40 coins. Night ferry of cargo. Piccolo and Tate. 17th of songs. In 6 coins. Sold rockfish. Fishmonger. Rowell. 19th of songs. Out 12 coins. Barrels of oil. Slime removal. Shipyard. And the 21st of songs. Out 20 coins. Mutton, carrots, potatoes at the market.
You call that a profit margin?
Ooh, I feel like she's running on a deficit. I don't know who that is. I don't know that there's anything else really to explore here. Kind of want to see what the heart has to... Oh, there is a rune. Quick save in case this goes wrong. Little crevice here. Well, that went well. Is there anything else?
Out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. I was actually checking to see if there was any more treasure I could find, but I guess not. So we're going to move on. Okay, so this is the restroom, I guess.
He's probably not back from Dunwall yet. If we're lucky, the Howlers will be distracted by some score they're working.
Ah, down here. trying to fix the secondary engine. Anton, your idea of improving the head gasket sealing with a guano coating is the worst you've ever had. I'll make you sleep in the engine room if you don't fix your mess by tomorrow. Megan, if all inventors were as delicate and short-tempered as you are, you and I would still be paddling around on carved out logs. Megan, I made some mulberry cake. It's my own recipe, improved by Tivian spices. I left it in the galley. Aw, he tried to make up for it. Anton, where are you, you old fool? I hope nobody hurts you. I'll find you, I swear. I miss you. Ah. Oh, more crossbow bolts. Cool. Cool. I mean, they're great for distraction if nothing else. Yeah, that seems to be it down here. Hello.
You're up. When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know.
Sure, but I still want to do a little bit more exploring. For starters, what's in here? That is a locked door. Wonder if I can get to it.
We've been en route for 2 weeks. I hope Sokolov is all right, wherever he is.
Yeah, me too. Also, 2 weeks, wow. Oh, Shindari Gift. A study by Addamire Insitute on the effects of the winds on the Karnacan landmass and resulting economic positions. Whale oil. Liquid power. How astonishing that within those beasts, inside the oil harvested along with their flesh, was enough power to see the Isles through these tumultuous years. And it all seems limitless. But now, the lights begin to fade. Our fisher folk say the great beasts are increasingly rare. Not all places will suffer this loss equally, fellow natural philosophers. Karnaca has a unique feature, the cleft in Shindari Peak, through which the winds are channeled and amplified. As whale oil begins to run short, with the cost of finding the remaining leviathans escalating beyond the worth of the oil itself, Karnaca will find itself ascendant among the Isles by embracing wind power. Oh. I can actually climb out here. Wonder if there's a way to get in that room real quick. Nope. The way is sealed. We have a kitchen. It's a decent kitchen with foodstuffs and stuff.
Karnaca looks pretty from a distance, but it's a city on the way down. And the blood flies are bad this year.
Oh, wow. More crossbow bolts, rather.
Always tinkering, painting, or living life with gusto. That's Sokolov.
And I guess this was the room he was in when he was taken. I've wondered whether I have another book in me. The blood fly epidemic, coupled with basic information on life cycle and behavior, might make an excellent project for this old natural philosopher. Blood flies are exotic insects unlike anything else found in Serkonos. I suspect they originated on the Pandician continent. That would surprise me not at all. In groups of 3 or fewer, they are harmless. Individuals won't attack, leading me to speculate that each emits a scent that has a collective effect on larger numbers of blood flies. Blood flies are attracted to rapid movement and sound. Their nests can be broken apart, scattering the swarm, and in particular, the nests are quite susceptible to fire. Good to know. The insects require fresh corpses to lay their eggs, which hatch in breathtaking fashion after a very short time. More corpses in the Serkonan city, say during a crisis or plague, mean more blood flies. Okay, so the higher the chaos, the more blood fly nests there will be. Cool, good to know. Interestingly, in the last part of a blood fly's life cycle, they calm a great deal. Leaving the swarm, they molt, causing the wings to drop off. Afterward, each blood fly lives a solitary existence. Very odd. Bloodflies are largely restricted to the south, preferring the warmer climates, like certain aging natural philosophers. Finding kindred spirits in the bloodflies, are you? A reflection on my journey of the Pandician continent, part 1. Here we go. A colleague of mine owns a stunning map of the known world, adorned with curlicues and sea beasts. It has a cherished spot over her mantle. She paid handsomely for it and was so bristled when I enumerated the various errors. Chief among them, of course, the size and placement of the Pandician continent. Oh, how cartographers are loath to show how small and distant our empire really is compared to that giant landmass. As if Pandicia were but a mere few days' journey from Iran. Every veteran ship captain knows that it takes months to reach these shores. I had no doubt that Pandicia was rich in resources, but a place must be understood if we ever hope to exploit its myriad treasures. These were my thoughts as I agreed to join the ill-fated expedition. And so it was on the 3rd day of the month of Earth, under calm gray skies, the great sea vessel Antonia Aquilo set sail with captain, crew, researchers, and myself, 38 of us total, for what would be the most terrifying and spiritually draining experience of my life. Oh, wow. Do we have a book 2? Oh, Anton Sokolov's investigation notes. Oh, okay, so the notes that he had written, I guess, while investigating the Crown Killer? Why can't an old man enjoy his last years in a warmer climate with good wine and spicy food without stumbling into another nest of aristocratic vipers eager to coil around the heart of this empire? As I've learned more each week for months now, I found my mind turning over the movements beneath the surface here in Karnaca. Duke Luca Abel and some inner circle that even seems to include Captain Mortimer Ramsey of the Dunwall City Watch. A betrayal that boggles the mind. How many others are involved? They aim their venom at our dear Empress, the young Emily. That much is certain. But when will they strike, and how? Do I dare spend another month gathering stray bits of esoteric information, linking it together with what we already know? Can we even afford another week? Or should Megan and I set out for Bristol tonight, taking this leaky tub up through the canal? Corvo will not hesitate. He will act as soon as I hand over what I know, and if I'm too hasty, it might be his undoing, coming home to his native Serkonos without some critical piece of knowledge about this affair. And then there's the Crown Killer to worry about. If that fiend is part of Duke Abel's schemes, as I suspect, how long until the dreadful whale catches the Duke's eye? I mean, clearly, if they came and attacked from up here, they were already onto you. Also, audiograph.
Dearest Emily, or must I say, your Imperial Majesty, I have something that you and Corvo must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Bristol years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters. I've done my share of bad things, and some good, before and after the Rat Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire, the cobblestones smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the Dreadful Whale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning, as soon as the tides are willing. I keep thinking of the way sweet Jessamine was stolen from you and your father, and I fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil. I know Corvo would protect you with his life, but please do not trust anyone.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
Wait, what's wrong with you? Megan!
Off we go, Sokolov, to somewhere more private.
Yes, that was when he was abducted. Cool. Also, we're gonna leave this alone because Megan will kill me otherwise. Hey, I finished. Wait. The fuck is this?
Why is this here? It's Delilah.
Anton started it just before he was taken. They've got history, but he wouldn't say more.
Okay, let's get this briefing done.
All right, you've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
There were reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
Excuses.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addamire Insitute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addamire. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
I can see why you like her. She's almost as secretive as you.
Ooh.
Megan Foster. She wasn't always a ship captain.
Interesting.
This Dr. Hypatia. She seems to represent the good that's possible within the Empire.
Seems to, yeah. If she represents it, then I guess she'd be more likely to help us. And then that's the Crown Killer Strikes Again article that I've read like a million times by now. Well, before we go, might as well write in my journal. This boat captain, Megan Foster. She helped me escape the coup. But she's giving me the side eye when she thinks I'm not looking. She's all I've got for the moment. Though soon I hope Anton Sokolov will be joining us. My old teacher. Keenest intellect in the Empire. Filthy mouth. Gone and got himself abducted. Megan says he was last seen being dragged towards Addamire Insitute by the Crown Killer. Which makes no sense to me, unless the killer is a patient there. Maybe he needs medicine or something. But how can a deranged patient be working for the Duke and Delilah? Addamire's chief alchemist might know. Alexandria Hypatia. She's been running this place for years. She's famous for curing the minor diseases. If she knows anything, I'll make her talk. So I've only got one rune, which means I can't really afford anything right now. So let's go meet up with Megan.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
I'd take you to Addamire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station.
You mean that carriage station?
Before his death, the old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, He started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Addamire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Addamire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Addamire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Chaos level. Your actions affect the world around you. Taking lives will cause Emily, or Corvo, and their allies to grow more cynical. Too many deaths will lead to higher levels of bloodfly infestation and a darker final outcome for the story. Well, it's a good thing that we're playing low chaos, isn't it?
The powerful have been putting the screws to the underclass in Karnaca for years now. And the Grand Guard makes up new laws on the spot.
Oh, wonderful.
You don't carry yourself like a spoiled royal, you know that? Corvo's influence, I bet. Trying to keep you alive.
Yeah, Corvo has always been rather grounded influence.
I've been through a lot, too. But I have to say, it's sad about your mother. Sorry.
No worries. Also, that appears to be the last thing I can say to you, so... guess it's time to mosey.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger.
Thank you. I hope that I enjoy my visit.
What ship is that out there? You know the skipper?
The dreadful whale. No, it's not on the register. Maybe one of the recent importers from Mordor.
Let's give it a day or two. If she's still there, I can ask a friend who's with the Grand Guard to take a squad on board and conduct a search. Give the crew time to load up whatever contraband they're no doubt waiting on.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
They give us a piece of the confiscation?
Yeah, we pass it along to another ship at a discount.
Oh!
Then we all split the take.
Just don't forget about me.
Nice guys.
That's Addamire in the distance.
Yeah, it is.
All right, then.
Hello. I think she's taking pictures of Addamire.
Maybe a little more. Damn, the light is amazing, but I'm going sunblind. The way the ocean shimmers. Oh, beautiful. Let's hope the framing's good. I'm seeing black spots. The silver plate is ready.
And...
looks like there's a weird shadow. Anyway.
I don't see a shadow. And we are moving on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got it.
Nice. Congratulations.
Should be a nice shot. Let's take another one for safety. There. Almost. And let's expose the silver plate for... not sure about this one.
Well, that's all she's gonna say to me. Moving on.
I wish I could leave this city.
Listen, I'm sorry we fought. I get what you're saying about tangling with the Howlers, but they don't run the black market here. Not really. They just take a cut from all the shops. Yeah, the Grand Guard will crack our heads or shake us down if we get caught, but they do that no matter what we did. We're new here, and we picked a bad time to move to Karnaca. We've got to do whatever we can to stay afloat, even if it means dealing with the black market. So I'm going to find the shop in each district across this rotting corpse of a city, and I'm going to get to know the shopkeepers. Butter 'em up. You're still my love, my apple. Even when I yell at you. Even when I curse and throw things. I'll let you make it up to me when I get home tonight.
Spooky, someone grabbing people off the street.
He sounds like a fucking creep. Also, I'm apparently worth 20,000 coins, guys. And there, we have a map.
I told her once, I told her 1,000 times. It ain't my job to check on the grinders.
So where's the cargo?
I don't see any signs of Pharaoh. He seems to be late.
Or maybe we're early.
We should be here with the Red Shark. This is unacceptable. I have a very tight schedule.
Don't worry, you'll make it eventually. If not today, then tomorrow.
Is that a joke? Santiago fisheries have a reputation to maintain. We have clients all over the Isles. Do I need to remind you that fish is a delicate cargo? We can't afford any delays.
Well, it's fermented red shark, which is a nice way of saying it's fish that's already gone bad.
Wikipedia disagrees with you.
You can just tell your clients that here in Karnaca, we like it very fermented.
Unacceptable. Farrell is going to pay for this.
I don't think Farrell gives a shit.
Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
You're not from here, am I right? Welcome to Karnaca, then.
Thank you. My father was born here. I hope that I enjoy it as much as he enjoyed living here before he had to move to Dunwall.
Now we're all on edge. My heart can't take much more of this.
I've been out of ice for 2 weeks now. Customers don't care much for warm lemonade.
I mean, I don't drink lemonade in general, but I'm pretty sure I would never drink it warm. So I agree with you. Also, I can't talk to you anymore, so I'm just going to read the newspaper. There is no longer any doubt that the recently unseated Empress Emily Kaldwin is responsible for the recent string of horrible murders. The former monarch is on the run, confirming our suspicions about her guilt and association with a crown killer. Indeed, some have even suggested that Emily herself committed the appalling crimes, as it is a well-known fact that she was raised by conspirators and murderers. The Grand Serkonon Guard has promised a reward for any information leading to an arrest and warns the fugitive will be shot on sight if spotted. Duke Abel recently stated that the former Empress will likely receive a fair trial if she turns herself in peacefully and forthwith. Fucking line, we all know it. Hello, my friend.
You know that was supposed to go to us. What are we supposed to do now? We're out of money.
Give him a chance to tell his side.
It wasn't his fault, Maya.
I'm sorry, every now and then one of those Grand Guard bastards pulls a stunt like that. It's getting worse. But I might be able to help you out.
We're listening.
There's a stack of goods that no one's claimed in one of the holding warehouses. I happen to know that no one's gonna claim it ever, because it was dropped from a boat, loading up for Freightport. It's good stuff. Spices and dried fish. Maybe worth more than what you lost.
That's a good deal, Maya.
Oh, thank you, Ramus.
All right. Still not fair than just taking what was ours, but we appreciate what you're offering. If it's like you say, and we can find buyers, then it'll get us through the next month.
Good. Look, I wish I could have stopped him. Just meet me here again tomorrow, okay? Same time.
We'll be here.
I love
Careful
that.
with that sword. Grand Guard won't like it.
Yeah, well, Grand Guard can kiss my ass.
What are you covering
What
your
are you
face
covering
for?
your face for? Keep the dust out?
Plus, I'm ugly, obviously.
Who's fooling around?
Manual. Halfway up, a cable broke and we lost 11 workers. They never even made it into the mine.
Oh, damn.
Those cables weren't made to carry so many people. You pack enough of them in, even kids, and it adds up. After that, the sickness spreads through the crew bunkhouses. That woman from Addamire, Alexandria Hypatia, she used to treat the workers, but she doesn't come around anymore. So what all this means is that we need more workers. There are always people coming to Serkonos looking for a better life. We'll get them into the mines, if I have to club them over the head myself.
Damn. Yeah. So it sounds like Hypatia is kind of a saint. I almost want to say that it's too good to be true, but you never know.
It's a new thing, needing money.
Yeah, it is. But we've got it. Oh, we've also got hagfish. We also got some whalebone. We have some glitches too sometimes. Oh, nothing there. Oh, but there is a window. Just to make sure I'm not spotted, you can chill out in the bathroom. Thanks for playing. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be anything of value in here. Ah! That's my mom's ship! That's the ISS Jessamine. Fletcher and daughter. There's a safe, which is left open, which is silly. We picked up some dispersed incendiary release. Nothing in here. Ah, but we do have a letter. It seems like only yesterday we were watching young Empress Emily launch that magnificent ship in honor of her late mother, gone these 15 years. A beautiful vessel, built by your hand. We were so proud. Since the coup, I've been worrying what will become of the ISS Emily Kaldwin. There's been rioting here, and angry citizens are defacing her statues. For now, the ship sits, waiting in Dunwall Harbor. There are no orders coming from Dunwall Tower. I hope you and Philly are well, and that things are calmer in Karnaca, but rumors indicate otherwise. From your cousin and friend, Rebecca Fletcher. Rebecca is right to worry. Oh, it looks like there's a balcony up there. Let's see if we can get through there, shall we? And there we are. Ooh, I know what that picture is.
Lord Protector.
Hi. That painting looks nothing like you.
Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back.
Quick save in case I run into anybody. Yoink. Oh, Diary of a Witch. Third day. Found me a dead man on the beach today, draped in seaweed and jellies. His belly's so swollen I feared it might burst if I poked it. Half a dozen crabbies scampered out his open maw. I were thinking I might try me some strong magic, kind that needs a limb or two for full potency. So I carried one of his legs home. Pulled off easy. Fifth day. Foul luck. The Angelica bloom was sharp as a sailor's tongue, but still the spell went bad. I don't fathom it, because the leg was big and full of juices. Eighth day. Came to me in a dream what went wrong. That soggy leg I used weren't near enough fresh, and it spoiled the magic. Next time, I'll make a deal with the Undertaker and get me a nice recent mort. We've got a pouch. I think that's about it for this place. Pretty sparse living. But there's definitely an artist up here. Okay, guess I'm moving on. Take that.
Bloodfly concern is the most severe in recent memory. If you encounter a nest or an infested corpse, do not disturb it. Any attempts to practice the funeral rites of the Abbey of the Everyman will be punished severely. Contact the Grand Serkonos Guard at once. The guardsmen on site will handle the situation and determine whether any fines are appropriate.
I see. So basically, we can't, yeah, so they're not taking any chances. Makes sense, but it's still a little sad. Oh. See if I can grab this guy's pouch. Can.
Hard times under the Duke and his Grand Guard. A man has to be ready for anything.
Yeah, he does. Especially for pickpockets.
Sure I had it with me.
Pretty sure you didn't. Oh. Copper wire. Oh, hello.
Don't be greedy, friend.
I mean, I guess I can give you. I don't have much myself.
Oh, you're kind. Thank you.
If you want to get past that wall of light, I've heard people sneaking through this blood-fly-infested apartment. Going through there will get you to the other side of that Grand Guard checkpoint.
Oh, that's good to know. Thank you very much. Appreciate the info. Oh, more hands. That means that there is
an underground market.
Exactly.
Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
So I guess we go this way.
Hey, come here.
Talking to me? I mean, sure, I guess.
I have something that might interest you.
Lady, you don't even know who I am.
My name's Mindy Blanchard, and you look like someone who goes into places where you don't belong. Wanna help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
Okay.
I need to get to Addamire Insitute. Can you help me with that?
Yeah. I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
A body? That's odd. From where?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll think about it.
I mean, I guess... Oh! And I can't... Oh, fuck. Didn't actually mean to use that right there, but it looks like there's something I can get up that way, so... Oh, there's a bone chart nearby. Or a rune, or something. Ah, here we go.
A new customer with coin, I bet.
The black market. The money you collect can be spent at the black market shops to buy and upgrade gear. Find blueprints as you explore and use them at black market shops to unlock new upgrades to buy, including masterwork upgrades. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Hello. We picked up one upgrade available. The blueprint you found unlocks one new upgrade for incendiary bolts. Ooh, I am gonna need those.
Ah, you want blueprint?
Yes, I do.
It's for better weaponry.
We're gonna hold off on combustion bolt, but we are gonna upgrade the crossbow. Here. Don't really need that right now. I think 2 should be okay for that. We're gonna need at least one of these. We're not gonna need any of these. We've got 5 of those. I could probably find more later on. There's a rune, but there's also the location of sunken supplies, and I think I want to grab that first.
I'll take that deal. Come back soon. I mean, if I'm still here.
I would assume you would be. Why wouldn't you be here? Also, don't understand why you needed that locked. So, we have 2 maps now. We have the Darkyard Quarter, which looks like this. And we've got the Favor for sunken supplies, which looks like this. And there's a little mark there. According to the map, it says it should be diagonal here, right under where the carriage is. The carriage kind of crosses over here. So I would assume it would be around where that light thing is. The only problem is I saw a hagfish in here earlier. I'm not happy about that. But I guess we'll have to make do. Geronimo! Get my breath back. Oh. See? Got my breath back. Pick up any more crossbolts. But we can pick up all of this shit. And I think that about does that. So let's get out of here. Oh, the door is blocked. Can we see through? Oh, there's someone's coin purse over there. I'd like to get in here just for that at least. We'll figure it out, I think.
Are we gonna let a few blood flies stop us?
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly, and don't get too close to the nests.
We don't even know if the people inside had any money. We just know they're dead, and the place is infested with blood flies.
He's not wrong.
Carl, going through there puts us on the other side of the wall of light.
If you want out of the city as bad as I do, this is our chance.
No. More likely we all get stung to death. Then we end up hatching more blood flies for the next group of idiots who try to get inside.
Damn it, Carl.
All right. We don't turn on each other. We'll find another way to make the coin. And another way to get past the wall of light.
Bloodfly situation worsens. After initial reports from the Grand Serkonan guards stating the bloodfly concern was under control, authorities here in Karnaca now concede that the situation has worsened. New nests are being found at an alarming rate, said one city official who wishes to remain anonymous. Physicians are overwhelmed with cases of bloodfly fever, some too advanced to treat. If not contained, the infestation could bring Karnaca to the brink. However, there is at least one reason to remain hopeful. Even as the Duke's men smoke flash-infested buildings, Dr. Alexandria Hypatia of the Addamire Insitute is said to be working tirelessly to find a cure for the fever. Readers will remember that the Duke closed Addamire to the public a few months ago so that the good doctor could devote herself entirely to perfecting her latest version of Addamire's solution. For this, Duke Abel's leadership should be praised. Oh wow, he did the bare minimum and did not get in the expert's way. Wow, whoopee. Are we giving him a participation trophy for that? Hagfish quenelles, otherwise known as the Serkonan fish dumplings. Ingredients are 2 hagfish, skinned, boned, dewormed. Butter, flour, 3 eggs, salt, cheese, crust stock or any briny fish stock, and white wine. Steps. Make a paste of the butter, flour, and the eggs. Add salt to taste. Mince and pound the hagfish small and combine into the egg paste. Bring the stock to a low boil. Add the egg and hagfish mixture to the stock by large spoonfuls and simmer for 30 minutes. Arrange the boiled quenelles in a deep baking dish. Top with generous amounts of cheese and butter and add the wine to the bottom of the dish. Bake until the cheese melts and the quenelles are fragrant. Serve at once with strong beer. Serves 4. I mean, if I liked fish, that might actually sound appetizing. Now this is why I upgraded Far Reach to include the pull objects part. Because if I went down there and I tried to snatch that, I would risk getting spotted. I can do this instead. Mine. And he is none the wiser. Oh, look at that, an open window. Wonder where it leads. Ah! To this small, desolate-looking room with another window. Is there anything of value in here first? Oh, there's silver dust, which gives me 10 coin. Cool. There's a banana. And there's a journal. From my window, I see you once a week. You lean against the light blue wall and open a book. I've noticed you have 2 hats. One a straw and the other fabric, both light in color. You avoid the sun, a kindness to your pale skin. Though I've never seen you roll up your pants any higher than your ankles. Modesty, I wonder? I wish I could go outside again. Deep in the silver mines by dawn, I rarely saw the light of day myself. The accident happened almost 5 years ago. The explosion threw me onto my belly, crushed most of the fellows from my crew along with my legs, calling down tons of black rock and earth. Their muffled groans of agony stay with me even now. I'm unfit for mining or any other work for that matter. Most of my days are willed away as I sit in this crooked chair looking through my window. Slants of sunlight ease the pain on my legs for a couple of hours each day. My heart waits for the next sighting. The next time you take your rest in the shadow of the cool blue wall. Oh, you mean that cool blue wall? Are you looking at this lady here? Aw, feel free, buddy, wherever you are. Ah, there is a pipe. Pipe. And it takes me into this place. Which I think is the apartment that I tried to get into. Let's see if I am correct. Oh, take the ivory scrimshaw. Nothing here. Doesn't look like there's anything here either. Oh, lots of empty bottles. Oh, metal crate. Ah, take more of those. Those are always welcome. Ah, and it overlooks here. Cool. So I can escape from here if I need to. Oh, this is not safe at all. How come there's no railing here? Someone could immediately just fall and die. Take that Morley apple. Search the bedroom. Oh, take that. More money. Nothing in the cabinets. Where I came in from. Or it's one of the places I could have come in from. I came in through there, I think. I guess we go down the stairs now. Oh, yeah, this is the area that I couldn't get into. Confirmation for that. Let's get that coin purse. Oh, letter to Mr. Weatherby. Mr. Weatherby, you'll have to hire a new shop assistant, and it won't be me. You want the job, you just have to go get the shop key from my former assistant, you've said. Here's the address, you've said. Well, sir, you forgot to add that the guy didn't quit, but died somewhere in a building so infested with the blood flies that the Grand Guard condemned it. How's anyone supposed to get that key back? There are a lot of things I do to get a job, Mr. Weatherby, but suicide is not one of them. I know you'll ask some other poor guy, more naive and more desperate than me, but let me tell you one thing. That is not fair.
I'm sorry. We don't give a fuck.
Okay, so, Mr. Weatherby, wherever you are, you're kind of a piece of shit. You're also stingy. There's nothing to steal from you. Lento, you're either brave or desperate to accept this job. We used to smoke blood flies with full crews, but the infestations are bad now and the Duke canceled the funding, so we get rid of the nest by hand. Here's what you'll need to know in order to stay alive. 1. If you need to slip past bloodfly swarm or nests, keep your distance and move slowly, or they'll attack. 2. When the bloodflies are calm, you're fine. If they take flight and start glowing, it's trouble. 3. If you get swarmed, you gotta run away or fight. Smash the bloodflies or burn them. Save them for the nests. 4. A bloodfly swarm will keep coming back until you destroy the nest for that swarm. That's really all you need to know. You'll do fine. Oh yeah, another thing. If you find any blood amber in the nest, just keep it as a bonus. But make sure the Grand Guard doesn't see it, or they'll ask for some urban sanitation tax or whatever. Good luck.
It's infested, all right.
And apparently,
slowly stay away from the nests and try to avoid getting filled with bloodfly venom and eggs.
Yeah, apparently that is advice that this Lento guy did not heed very well. Oh, fuck. I caught it that time. Alley-oop. They're already doing better than Lento here. And I'll let you hang out in here now, instead of being a spectacle. Oh, boo, I didn't get any, blood amber. So basically, you can destroy the nest, and there is a random chance that they'll drop a blood amber. We are gonna save scum the fuck out of this, because this is a really good way to farm money. And
cigars tomorrow. You wanna buy one?
And no amber. Still no amber. Boo, no amber. Last try. If not, then I'll just pass along. Boo. I am not singing any of this. Ah, we got some blood amber there. Quick save that. I saw some Addamire solution here. Yeah, we did. Ooh, any money? No money. Oh, there's money over here. Oh, we forgot about this guy. Got some incendiary bolts. Basically, we're gonna try and get through this without actually using any of the incendiary bolts, or as very few of them as we can get away from with, rather. Let's see, is there any more booze? Oh, some over there. Sorry, lady. No booze. Okay. Lord Luca Abel, the Duke of Serkonos, has issued the following edict as a means of improving the bloodfly concern in our fairest lands. Given this year's increase in bloodfly population, the following regulation now applies. All bloodfly nests or infected carrion must be reported to ranking members of the Grand Serkonan Guard. Full cooperation must be given to work crews assigned to locating the smoke-flashing bloodfly nests. The burial and cremation of human remains should follow the guidelines provided by the Grand Serkonan Guard or by trained and authorized institutions. Incineration of dead livestock is allowed only at approved locations. Note, on the authority of the Duke of Serkonos, it is unlawful to refer to the bloodfly problems in Karnaca this season and in other major cities across Serkonan as an epidemic. After much deliberation, Duke Abel has decided that the current situation should be referred to as the bloodfly concern. No, it's a fucking epidemic. Also, canceled, because he's a cheap motherfucker and he cares more about him and his rich friends than he does about the poor people. Also, more booze. Also, more booze. Also, more booze. Now, did any of that net me any... Nope, but it did net me a bone charm. Blast resistant. You take less damage from explosions. I mean, I don't intend to be around any explosions, but it could hurt. And some blood hammer. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And that was all the booze, which means I have no choice but to refer to my stock of incendiary bolts. It is a shame, but it was necessary. Speaking of a shame. Oh, damn. This place is pretty bad, too. Let's explore up here first. Nothing of value. And open the windows. Means I'm gonna have to go downstairs eventually, but we can check out through here. Another dead person, and a note to neighbors. To my most hated neighbors. You forced me out of our house and you barricaded Luciano inside, treating him like a diseased animal. Yes, he was stung by bloodflies, but he's as healthy as a shark, and when he recovers, he will make you all regret this. I've sent the children to my mother's home, but I'm staying here. Say whatever you want. I'm not leaving him. Barricade me inside as well if you're so scared. You can all go to the void. From Bettina. Damn, well done. You sure showed them. Okay, so there's nothing around here. Oh, there is a person inside. We are not going to kill him. Not if we can help. I'm going to quick save because I don't actually want to risk setting him on fire if I can avoid it. Nope. Yep, actually, I'm gonna use this instead. Okay, good. He's still unconscious. Also, that's bad. Yeah, my face. Okay, I'm going to quick save. And destroy that nest. Oh. Mr. Weatherby works at the black market shop. Day 1. My plans are underway sooner than expected. Yesterday evening, I stumbled upon the corpse of a hound in the street. The bloodflies had only found it a day or so earlier, I estimate, and I was able to extract an intact bloodfly larva from it. I'm keeping them warm under a nice side of mutton. Day 2. Success! 2 of my samples hatched overnight, which was sooner than I would have anticipated. They're both active and get quite agitated when I draw near. Day 7. I didn't think it was possible, but they've almost quadrupled in size from when I first found them. Day 10. Still no nest, which puts a fairly large dent in my hopes for blood amber extraction. Oh, you irresponsible prick. Also, I had liquor here all along. You can go here. I don't want to risk killing you by accident. Die. Well, I know where Oh, stinging bolts, nice. I know where to come if I need more sleep darts. Antonio, don't come back to the shop. I'll find a new assistant. One who doesn't feel the need to discuss the political validity of the taxes with the Grand Guard when they come to collect their protection money. By the way, the extra fee they requested will be retained from your last wages. Bring me back the shop key and make sure I don't ever see your face again. From Horatio Weatherby. Yep, even more confirmation that this dude is who I thought he was. Also, oh, I could have just picked that up and used that too. Well, live and learn. So yep, I think there's a nest down there. Special delivery! And it's good. Oh! More blood amber. Nice. Holy crap, hi! Goodbye. And all you had was a pistol. Oh shit. I guess we have to open this. Womp womp. And I think... Oh! They had more liquor. Either way, I think that's all we can do for here.
Everyone is looking for me. It might pay to be discreet.
Yeah, just a little bit. Also, I only have 4 of these. I now have 5. Let's try this again.
Some old man screamed and blubbered like one of them was alive. Tried to throw her a bouquet of wild mimosas. They had to drag him away.
I'm more interested in the cleanup detail. Anyone been assigned yet to cart off the bodies? Sometimes they're still wearing watches and lockets and the like.
Really? It never occurred to me.
Why are you guys assholes?
Back, I'll ask if she needs a couple of volunteers.
Good man. That way we can get them someplace private. Maybe even look for silver fillings. That takes time. Trust me.
Wow, you guys suck.
Move along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
What? Here? Listen, I only need
This area is restricted on the authority of the Abbey. No one is allowed inside.
Oh, well, shit.
Dig deep, brother. Remember the veins.
Oh, there's a bone charm or rune around here and a bunch of blood flies to boot. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. It was the month of Earth 3 years ago. The sky over Karnaca was full of stars. I remember it all clearly because that was the day I lost my position at the Royal Conservatory. I spent the night on this very roof, drinking and staring up at those points of light so far away, looking for some kind of answer. One constellation stood out. A whale with a bright blue star for an eye. It was beautiful, comforting somehow, like it was watching over me. And the day after that, with my head still pounding from drink, I found something in a puddle in the street. Made of whalebone, carved with odd markings. A good luck charm. And it worked for a long time. Everything got better. But now my luck has left me. Like everyone I cared about. And everything I owned. It's silly, but I came back up here hoping that if I could see that kindly starred-eyed whale in the sky again, maybe things would pick back up. I'll wait here, watching. And when it comes back, I'll wave at it and hope for another blessing. I don't know what else I can do. You could try picking up your life another way. I mean, just because you lost your job at the conservatory doesn't mean that you couldn't find another work somewhere else. Hell, you could probably leave Karnaca and venture off into better places. Also, bone charm. Ground glider. Slide speed is slightly faster. Yes, please. Can I get up there? I can get up there. Sweet. Shh, Emily. Don't scream so loud. You'll draw attention. Also, balconies.
Root out the signs of corruption.
Shh. You saw nothing.
Of heresy.
Oh, fuck. He saw me. Oh, he saw me.
Devouring everything wherever they go. Even filth.
Root out the signs of corruption. Seek the scribblings and scratchings of heresy. You know not. A glittering thing. That's all it was. Karnaca's sickness run.
Good brother Harold. Last week when we talked, oh, what a state I was in. It was good of you to take me aside and lend your advice. I have taken it to heart and I know you are correct. Yes, I will need to be purified through ritual. Ah, what a road I have ahead of me. I know it too well. For you may not know, but I endured the ritual once before, but 3 years ago. Though I was young and strong, I came within an inch of death. If I may impose upon you once again, would you be so kind as to not mention our conversation to anyone? I will arrange for the ritual, of course, very soon, in fact. Though I confess, ever since our talk, I feel much better. No comparison to that agitated state in which you found me. Peace and clarity have returned to me. Truly, I do feel better. In all things, Brother Chester. Yeah, he ain't doing no ritual. Oh, fuck.
Look in every corner.
Yeah, that's right, walk away. Oh my god, how did he not see me? I'm not complaining, mind you. I'm just curious. Take a load off, it's fine. Also, the outsider in conditional dreams. Very nice, very nice. And it looks like a shrine. And it comes with 2. They're actually giving you 2 instead of just 1. How generous. Oh, but very violently being pulled into the void.
Karnaca was a lovely city once. Before the Duke began choking the life out of the place. Before the Crown Killer started painting the walls red. Now you're here. And I have to wonder whether you're gonna give it that final nudge. Or pull it back from the edge. We've both seen cities go bad before. Vermin, blood, and betrayal.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's happening again.
Yeah.
I hope you're ready.
To make my choice, or just ready for the betrayal?
I told her, if you want my advice, just pay the fine and be done with it. No use making trouble.
Someone in here? Another bone charm. This one is Swift Stalker. Movement is slightly faster with weapon sheath. Take more money. Well, I can't exactly close the door because they knocked it down. Ah! Letter from Mindy. Nice tattoo you have on your back, Amadio. Where did you find the original drawing? Want to chat about it? Come to the Crone's Hand in Dust District and ask for Mindy. You won't regret your time. Huh. I wonder if he regretted his time. Ooh, actually, that's a point. I have some more bone charms. I have 4. We can get Domino. Let's get Domino. Oh, but I can only... oh well. I can only link 2 people.
Miserable rat. I told you.
You won't get away!
Oh, that was not the answer.
Miserable rat. I told you what would happen if you reported me.
Oh boy.
I warned you.
Please, you gave me no choice.
Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next?
No!
It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next?
No!
Ah, boo. Saving this guy is hard.
Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what?
That's right, run.
He's been choked out. Huh?
Oh, does that count? That fucking counts!
Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo.
Run away! Drop. Good. But I used an extra one, so I'm not happy about that.
Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo.
Run! No, 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 no! Fuck!
It's too late for that.
Huh? Yeah, just drop. Please, just drop. Nice. Beautiful. Oh shit. Oh, yeah, he dead.
The wall of light from the time of the rat plague.
Sleepy times for you.
What? Help!
Oh, I was seen? There we go. Now we can just pass through. Okay, good. He's still alive. He is too. Whew. And 3. Very nice, very nice, very nice. You can explain yourselves to the overseers when you wake back up. I'm curious about what's over here, though. Oh. Coin pouch. And back out the way here.
Why does she want that apartment? Dust everywhere, no matter what you do.
Wonder what apartment he's talking about. It doesn't look like anything of value here, so we're gonna head back. Actually, now think about it. Is there anything over here? It doesn't look like anything of value. Ooh. Found something of value. Yes, that's that. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Nice. Oh. Is there anything over here? Yes, there is. There's a tap. There's a fig that I don't need to eat. And there's a weekly feed memo. Paolo, here's the money for the week. But I think we should renegotiate a price. With all the raids and curfew decrees, the crowd killer and whatnot, folks just ain't buying as much to drink. I thought your part of the bargain was at least keeping the Grand Guard and the cursed overseers occupied. We ain't happy, that's all I'm saying. From Priscilla B. on behalf of the Wine Purveyors Association. Ooh. Heavy pouch. And a heavy pouch. Well, my money now.
The ox and fish from the cold oceans is the muscle that is. Those who taste the flesh of the rat risk drifting through the void for all the remaining hours of all the remaining years, until the world is swallowed itself by the void, and all manner of things are destroyed. Set a table for your family that will keep them safe. Lay out a meal that would cause you no...
On the couch with you.
Overseer, and to later bear the heretic's brand across the flesh of his face.
Oh! I know who they're talking about.
How did this come to pass, brothers and sisters? Look to the 7 strictures, and you will know.
No, actually, it was Corvo who did it. Hey, buddy. Goodbye.
From wandering through that endless...
Some take comfort from the strictures.
Yeah, some do. Domino is a great power, and I'll show you why in a sec.
Trust in the Abbey, my friends.
So I've got 2 people linked.
Let not the wanderer
Now I just use 1 sleep dart and
avoid the stranger, for their time to sink roots into the bedrock of the community has passed.
And the guy in the other room is down too. That's why Domino is fucking amazing. It's also expensive as fuck. Huh. We'll read those in a sec. First, we're gonna put him down with his friend. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together, we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd, for the foggy gray wastes of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions so that others will not lose their way. And to those who choose to wander, Beyond the walls of our homes, in far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. Or, you could respect the fact that they don't subscribe to your religion and, let them do what they would normally do under their own tenets, so long as they're not hurting anybody. Also, these candles are a fucking fire hazard, guys. So there is a bone and a rune somewhere nearby. Also painting. The Vice Overseer's predicate
Vice Overseer
logic.
Liam Byrne.
Thanks for the 200 coin. Reports from the Oracle. Sister Allison, recorder of proceedings. Also present is Sister Anna, or Sister Anne, Sister Margaret, and Sister Tabitha. The following is the true and complete transcript of the utterings of Sister Anne, Oracle. More incense, please. Yes. The past and the future meld. I am without body. Dust all about me. So thick my vision falters. It is greed in palpable form, hiding 1,000 evils. Oh, look, my sisters. Heresy. 20 wretches. Servants of the void, vile worshippers of the outsider. They are assembled there this very moment in a hidden alley, the ground slick with fishmonger's detritus, in the heart of the Dust District. I am moving now, still wrapped in dust, nearly blinded, yet I sense something. Other blasphemies hide nearby. A strange taste in my mouth. What is this? And here, there was a pause so long that Sister Tabitha finally broke the silence. My sister, has your vision ceased? Or if not, what do you observe? And Sister Anne answered thusly. I have a message for the Vice Overseer. Tell Byrne to end this needless meddling into the conservatory. And now, Sister Anne will be needing some rest. Sounds like they got interrupted. Also, unsent letter to the High Overseer. Esteemed High Overseer Kulin, I hope you are in good health, and not too nostalgic for Wagon, at which I'm told is striking this time of year. Forgive my stream of letters, but our problems in Serkonos are significant. Any insights you can offer would be welcome. Duke Abel is a travesty, openly disdainful for the Abbey, and yet I must maintain relations with him for the welfare of this nation. You've been called a unifier, something the Abbey greatly needed after the horrors of the Rat Plague, so your guidance would be of value. Under the Duke, the streets here are overrun with cutthroats. Paolo and his gang grow bolder every day. Lastly, my recent correspondence with our oracular sisters has been troubling. Their responses have arrived after marked delay, and their recent proclamations possess an unusual cadence. Yours in faith, Vice Overseer Liam Byrne. Potential ally, methinks. Also, there is a combination, and I don't know what it is. So we are going to read the 7 strictures, because, obviously, with it being right beside the fucking safe, it's going to be important. Excerpt from a commonly distributed overview of the 7 strictures. Surround your innermost being with these strictures, and you will be safe. The 7 strictures are our core principles taught and reinforced by Overseer across the Isles. From these principles stem all manner of rules, social codes, and beliefs about the cosmos. The wandering gaze, the lying tongue, the restless hands, the roving feet, the rampant hunger, the wanton flesh, and the errant mind. All these behaviors must be restricted in order to keep one's heart free from malevolent influences. They are the inroads of the outsider. Yep. Let's see if I missed anything. Strictures to keep you safe. Really, game? Remember the 7 strictures. especially the rampant hunger, the lying tongue, and the restless hands. Vice Overseer Burns' notes mentioned rampant hunger, lying tongue, and restless hands. Rampant hunger is stricture 5, lying tongue is stricture 2, and restless hands is stricture 3. So 5, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. Why do you have a fucking rune in your safe, guys? If it's so heretical, why do you have one?
Each day for a week, she crept back to that place. And there in the cellar, she found cloth of purple and red, suspended from the walls, and a wretched altar of candles burned low. Some small trinkets of bone, and a few coins left by those within the Outsiders' wicked cabal. Those cursed figures who hunch and shamble just outside the lights of our city, whose faces we do not recognize, and whose voices are strange to us. The girl was taken from her home the next night, locked in a cage of iron, and toppled into the canal. Her corruption was eradicated for the safety of all those who lived around her, all of you. We harden ourselves to the cries of the apostate, to the heretic, and in doing so, we save countless others from the horrible discord that awaits them beyond death. Stay to the flesh that is familiar, that of the fowl and sheep, the ox and fish from the cold ocean. Those who taste the flesh of the rat risk drifting through the void for all the remaining hours of all the remaining years, until the world is swallowed itself by the void.
I love how nobody
and all
mentioned
manner
it.
of things are destroyed.
I love how no one noticed any of this. Also, aquatic nature. Swim speed is slightly faster. Ooh, yes, please. We will be spending some time in the water. Oh! There is a fire hardening treatment. So I guess that is another thing that I can upgrade. Throughout the natural world, there are ripples that we can barely perceive with our senses. An ancient music permeating everything as fundamental structural rule. Through it, you can work wonders without violating the natural world or begging favors from unfriendly spirits. Throughout my studies, I have found a 17-note scale derived from this phenomenon, and with the right equipment, those notes allow for astonishing effects. Not the least of these is the ability to calm the turbulence originating in the void, which we attribute to the outsider. Meaning these notes are what is played in the stupid musical boxes that I absolutely hate because they ruin my ability to use powers.
This heretic's body is important, even though I don't fully understand the situation. We'll wait for the Vice Overseer.
When should Byrne arrive?
He's engaged currently. He'll send someone else. Maybe Overseer can dock. Mark me, anyone who shows up here has ill will at heart. There are no coincidences in Karnaca.
That didn't take. And just like that, they both fell down. I love Domino. Thanks for the coin, asshole. Anything of value in here? Nope. Okay, moving on. Ooh, funny stories from Serkonos. Early one morning, near dawn, Marsolo's wife hears a knock at the door. It's one of Marsolo's friends. "Where's my husband?" she asks. "He was supposed to be with you, picking up a case of Orban rum." "I'm sorry," says Marsolo's friend, "but something horrible happened at the distillery." Marsolo toppled headfirst into a barrel of rum and drowned. So the wife starts blubbering. "Oh, my love, he's gone. At least tell me it was a quick death." "I can't lie," says Marsolo's friend. "He got out 3 times to piss."
That's not funny.
I don't think that's funny at all. I think that's stupid. You're stupid, book. I was promised a funny story, and I did not receive a funny story. Selected sayings of the Overseer. Let not the eyes linger upon pretty things. Better to pluck them out than to rest them long on temptations. Sayings of the Overseers, number 114. One heretical thought leads inevitably to more, as a single errant weed soon overtakes the field of wheat. Sayings of the Overseer, 401. Know this, it is only one path. It is the job of the outsider to convince you that there are... Know this, there is only one path. It is the job of the outsider to convince you there are many. Sayings of the Overseers. Know this, there is only one path. It is the job of the outsider to convince you there are many. Sayings of the Overseers, 31. The duty of the tongue is to speak the 7 strictures. All else is heresy. Sayings of the Overseers, number 18. Burn the non-believers from your midst, for they are a blight upon the earth. Sayings of the Overseer, 534. These are among the guises of the outsider. The orphan with outstretched hand, the strumpet with luscious words, the scholar with copious tomes. Sayings of the Overseers, 103. The heretic cannot be redeemed, except by oil and flame. Sayings of the Overseers, 211. Beware the starving hordes, for they hunger for more than sustenance. In spirit, they are destitute. In judgment, they are lacking. Sayings of the Overseers, 140. Live in silence, for a single untruth or misspoken word can lead to ruin many times its magnitude. Sayings of the Overseer, number 76. Do not accept the invitation of the outsider. The drink he offers is poison, and on his hearth, death simmers. Saying of the Overseers, 41. Overseers sound like a fucking cult. Wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, though. So I know we have to go in there. We're not going in there just yet. Excerpt from an Overseer's interrogation report. Where did you find these drawings? I made them. As I said, I'm an artist. Mostly newspaper advertisements. These don't look like advertisements. They look like heretic nonsense intended to make your neighbor sick or bring back a loved one. Nothing will dissuade you of these notions, I'm sure. So, instead of wasting my breath, I'll give you some advice. Take a bath once in a while, Overseer, and invest in some scented soap, unless that's against one of your strictures. Conclusion. Apparently, the accused suffered from a weakened heart, dying during the interrogation without providing anything further. His apartment on the canal should be searched for items or drawings of a profane nature. Ah! Stun mine. Attach a stun mine to any surface by aiming at the desired location and pressing the right-click button. Stun mines deliver an electrical shock that renders the first target to come into range unconscious. Awesome. Thanks for that, guys. Ah!
That's Mindy Blanchard.
Yeah, it is. Citizens of Karnaca, the Howlers are not your friends. Mindy Blanchard, wanted by the Grand Guard for various crimes and gang-related enterprises. Dangerous and not to be trusted. Reward for information leading to her arrest. I noticed that there is no coin number, like there was with mine. Oh, there's 2 guys. There's 1 guy there. Oh, and there's another guy. Perfect. Don't fall over the side. Don't fall over. Good, good, good. He did not fall over the side. I am happy with that. You can hang out in here. Oh, I can get up here. Sweet. Ow. Ah, apple. Not enough to fully heal me, but it's something at least. Nope, does not look like there is anything else around here. Okay then, think the path is clear. Another stun mine. Ooh, and more sleep darts. And there is a corrupted bone charm. Now, the difference between the corrupt bone charms and the regular ones is the corrupt bone charms will always grant you a negative effect as well as a positive effect. Power Slash. You deal greater damage with your sword, but your sword attacks are slower. If this was a high chaos run, that's decent. It's not great. It's a decent one, but there are better ones. I personally don't like using the corrupted bone charms because I like having all of the good benefits and less of the bad ones. Amadio. Meet me in our usual place tomorrow night. Make sure you bring the drawings we talked about from M.
The body Mindy sent me after.
Yeah, it is. So we are moving on. Thank you. Oh, that is a long way down. Oh! I don't think I've ever been in here before. We're gonna put you down for a quick sec. Ooh. To my brother. Dear Emilio, I know what you'll say, but inside I'm dead already anyway, so I have to try. I sought out the old witch, and she said it wasn't too late to cheat death. I gave her all of my coin for a spell to bring back my poor Lisbeth, who was as happy as a gull 1 minute, the next, dead and cold. Here I write the awful spell the woman gave me. Only for Lisbeth's sake do I dare attempt it. 4 fingers, 2 fresh from you, and 2 cold and stiff from your departed dear. Place in a copper pot with whale blood, and the herbals I given ye. Boil it all while you speak the word reverse, until ye can speak it no more. Emilio, if you don't hear again from me, it means that all hope is lost. From Silvio. I don't think it worked. Damn. Given he's got a pistol right next to his head, I would assume it did not. I'm gonna put him down though, because I want to see. Yep, he's still got his fingers intact. Oh, and so does she. What the fuck? Well, shit.
I told Miss Lucia Pastor that... Hey, something wrong?
What? Oh, it's because I've got the body. Don't mind me.
Come on. Hurry up.
Hello.
Hey, you got him.
I did.
Put it down in the hole.
You mean put him down in the hole?
Good job. Take this.
I won't ask you why you needed that. So how do I get to Addamire?
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go. On the other side, there's a station that will take you to Addamire.
Better than nothing. Thanks for your help.
Nice. So now I can just like keep moving. Also, I don't think I want to know.
It's safe to touch the carriage rails now.
So we're gonna do a little bit more exploring. We're gonna get in this building right here. Nice, very nice. The 14th. Let the record show that I did try. When Addamire closed, I tried my best to take on all their bloodfly cases. Boy, help me, I even took out an advertisement in the Karnaca Gazette. And come they did. Sometimes with cases so advanced, the larvae ready to burst through the skin. I had to turn them away lest they contaminate all the other patients and myself. The whole dreadful business has become a danger to me. If I don't protect my own health, how can I cure others? My things are packed. I have purchased passage to Winddown. What a relief it will be to treat scurvy and chilblains after all these hideous bloodfly infections. I mean, the fact that he tried is commendable, because most people wouldn't even go that far. Take those. And we're back into the fresh air.
Come in, my friend. I like how you spend.
Yeah, I can tell you do. Ah! Blueprint that inflicts greater damage as the hardened bolt.
This is what I have for upgrading your equipment.
Take that. Also take that.
We can do business. I shouldn't deal with strangers.
No, you shouldn't. Because it bites you in the ass. I justify this by the fact that he is actually breaking the law. Not that I'm any better, however. Nice. Technically, I could get Domino. And I think I will, actually. Now, there's just one more thing we need to do. There's a bone charm over there. All we need to do... shoot that, and... mine. And because we have only one rune, there's really only one thing we could use it for. So we're going to learn the bone charm crafting. We'll probably get into that at some point when we have enough of the whale bone, the raw whale bone, and some more charms to upgrade this, or runes to upgrade this rather, to make it really worthwhile. But yeah, so we're gonna get this for now. You saw nothing. Lieutenant Culbers, I packed everything like you requested and brought your luggage to the train station, but I cannot wait any longer. The train will be there any minute, and I won't miss my chance to leave this wretched city. Your shift at the Royal Conservatory should have ended an hour ago, so I'm confident you'll be here soon, and that you'll buy another ticket. It has been an honor to serve you during these 2 years, and I wish I could have said goodbye in person. Best of luck, Severino.
Huh? But there was... Where did... Am I going crazy?
Yes. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Addamire Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
Wonder what that shit is. Nope, it's a cloth. So I didn't actually need to do that.
This must be the alchemist's apartment.
Ooh.
Alexandria Hypatia.
So I guess we are going to investigate this place. Can't take any more of that. Can't take any more of that. Oh, but we can pick up that. We're gonna take that.
The bloodflies have flourished with all the Duke's executions.
Yep. We'll take the apartment key and audiograph.
I spend less and less time here at my apartment, but my work at Addamire demands it. After the horrible failures of my first serum, I'm more determined than ever to help the miners. It's not my say how hard the Duke and his cronies drive the workers, but until he sees reason, I'll do what I can to make their lives better and to provide comfort to their families. It's my obsession, this work, and the impact it will have on the least privileged people in Karnaca. Studying the original plague elixirs, I'm close to something.
Yeah.
Find Hypatia. I'll see what she knows about the Crown Killer.
Yeah, she really does feel like a saint. Ooh, there's a bone charm or rune around here. I'm gonna quick save real quick, just in case this draws attention. I want those bathing salts. Nothing? Okay. Also, Hypatia's projective gaze. Take that. So there's no one out there. So we will unlock that. And we'll continue exploring. Keep away from the windows because I know there are guards on that roof. Okay. Guess we go downstairs. Also, is there anything on here worth grabbing? Oh, there's rats worth killing. Okay, so that's just another way over there. Cool. Cool, cool. No need to equip the heart because I have it on lock. Going down the stairs. Closing the door so the guard doesn't see us. Y'all really need to learn how to close your fucking doors. You're living in a dictatorship, guys. Oh, Hypatia's apartment key. And a note from Dr. Hypatia. Dear Cyril, I'm working so late these days I might as well sleep at Addamire. I know it's not good for my health and a doctor should know better. You are totally right. But I have the feeling I'm about to discover something important. Something that will improve my Addamire solution. Would you be so kind as to water my plants for a few days? You'll do a better job than me anyway. I always forget them. Help yourself to an elixir in my reserve if you like. I hope Caroline gets better soon. Your neighbor and friend, Alexandria. Yeah, she really is. She really seems like a gem. Oh, you're in the safe, which means I'm gonna have to open it. Which means snooping, which means this guy is gonna need to get knocked out. Sorry, my guy. You can take a nap at the, at Hypatia's, place if you'd like, though. Don't want to put you in the main room because you might actually get spotted that way, so we're gonna put you in here. I'm gonna explore in here because I didn't actually check in here. So there's nothing here. Anything in here? Nope. Okay, fine.
Ready.
I set the combination to 120. Yes, we're going to keep running the safe contest. Maybe no one comes into the shop, or maybe a dozen people come in, like we had during the parade of fishmongers 5 years ago. And I promise, none of these thick-skulled dock workers or their coarse wives are going to guess the combination. We just run the contest to bring people into the shop. And if we're lucky, they'll talk about it over beers with their friends or at family dinners. See, since they don't know what's inside, they fill in the blanks. They imagine something as grand as the treasure reserves at Dunwall Tower. We need the business, so keep the signs up and stay polite to the knuckleheads who try to open the safe. And we now know the combo, so 0. You know, one of the things in here is a bone charm. It's blood sacrifice. Does not sound like something I'm gonna use, but we're gonna check it out anyway. Killing blood flies or rats restores health. Meh. Oh, and a pistol and bullets to shoot yourself. Because clearly the price isn't that great. And they all fell down. Nothing to loot, really. I had to do something cheeky. And just like that, we're leaving. Goodbye, everybody. Three bodies were discovered, but that's okay. Mainly because it was probably the 3 chuckleheads that tried to push the poor sod into the wall of light. But either way, we saved him. It works. It's fine. Otherwise, nobody was killed. No alarms were rung, and most important of all, I was not detected. Not that we're going for Ghost, but it's a nice little caveat regardless. We managed to find all of the runes, all of the outsider shrines. There was only one, but it came with 2 runes, so I'm assuming that's why it says 2 of 2. All of the bone charms, almost all of the coin, so about 3/4 worth of what was available in this level, 4 out of all of the paintings and all of the blueprints. We also obtained the black market shop key from the bloodfly infested apartment and robbed the fuck out of that guy. We snatched a body for Mindy Blanchard. We explored Dr. Hypatia's apartment in the city. We won the safe shop contest. We put down the nest keeper in the bloodfly infested apartment. We saved the merchant from the incineration, from being incinerated at the Wall of Light. So that's basically all we did. And it was great. I know it says 9 hours, 30 minutes, and 34 seconds. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I had to re-record this video a few times. The first time, I didn't do much commentary and came across as very boring, and I don't know. I just thought it would be better to just redo it with a lot more commentary on my part, just to make it a little interesting. The second time I attempted this video, OBS decided it wasn't going to record it. So this is actually my 3rd attempt. Here's hoping it stuck. Which is why it says 9 hours and 30 minutes and 34 seconds. It should really say 3 hours, but it's whatever. And on that note, we are going to leave it off here. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like or subscribe. If not, leave a comment below letting me know what I can do to improve. And until the next time, guys. Ciao.